See. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Really do hope all is well on today's show. I got my voice back just about. So that's good. We want to talk about Colorado ticket sales sold out for a second straight year. Five-star quarterback Julian Lewis is set to visit Colorado. That's a good sign for the recruiting, because people are talking about their recruiting for the future, so that looks bright. And trying to acquire quarterback Julian Lewis. Give me 1 second. Turn that off. All right, that's a little too loud. All right, let me get back to it. Right, so I'm back. So quarterback, five-star quarterback Julian Lewis is set to visit Boulder. And I saw an article here, which I'm not going to read the article, but they were predicting. It says predicts Deion Sanders Colorado's win total for 2024. What was their win total? Let's see. Even with the roster turnover, ESPN's Pete Thamel is still doubtful about Colorado's potential entering next season. Thamel stated that he will take the under if Colorado projected total was set at 5.5 wins. Looking now, I take the under at 5.5. I disagree with him with the experience that they already acquired in the off season. That's a bowl game. Just with the experience that they acquired, a lot of the players that they acquired this off season have bowl experience or some type of postseason experience. You have one coming in that actually has some playoff experience. So the experience is there. So we're going to get into that. But before I do that, I got to give her let me give her this link. Give her this link real quick. Yeah, I am predicting a bowl game, which is going to be easy money for me this year. It definitely is, because Vegas got them at 5.5, but I'm not going with Vegas. I'm going with how I feel and what I'm seeing here. Okay, I see they got some film breakdown on Trevor Woods. Okay, I got to go back and look at that. I don't know why hold on a second. I don't know why that went past my radar. Breakdown on Trevor Woods. I got to go back and watch that. Let's see, my channel. Let's go with me. Share this real quick. All right, where is she? Okay, there we go. There go Janelle. All right, cool. All right. How's everybody doing? What's up, Web? East Coast, what's going on? Her Moments, how y'all doing? I finally got my voice back. I'm feeling better. And I'm not 100% yet, though. Not 100%. But I'm back to pop it. I'm back. I'm telling you, I'm back. So I'm feeling a little better. But so they got them at 5.5 wins. It's bullshit. Like I said, I got them going to a bowl game. Now, when I say I got them going to a bowl game, that's at least 6 wins, right? I have them going a little bit more than 6 wins. I have them going at the bottom is 8. So I'm going to stick with that. The bottom is 8. The ceiling is 10. So that's what I'm going with. Now, 10 games is a magical season for year 2, I must say. So if they get 10 games, they possibly is close to let me see. They might have to win the conference to get in the playoffs. But we'll just see how the season goes. You know, sometimes the season things happen, things get crazy. But so we'll see. But yeah, definitely 5.5. That's just, listen, I expect to at the end of the season, I expect to be in the green here, not in the red. I was almost in the, believe it or not, I was almost in the green last season because that first game, if I had bet a little bit more on that first game, I would have been in the green all season. I'd have been playing with the house money. But it's towards the end I started, going in the red. But it was still fun to bet anyway. It was still fun. Because I'm not really, to be honest with you, I'm not really into NFL too much. It's not the same as college football. And now that the game is coming out, that's gonna be I got something planned for that too. Um, I'm since retired from playing video games like that, like Madden and all that stuff, and I'm coming out of retirement. And I told some people, just give me 3 weeks and to get back on the sticks and develop my develop my technique, and I'm ready to go play anybody. If I got to buy a PlayStation, I'll do it. If I got to buy a PlayStation, I'll just do it. But yeah, just know I'm going to be on them sticks. You said, man, y'all, these haters find something else to hate on. That's how it is. You got to have the hate. The hate is good. You don't got no hate, you ain't doing nothing. You got to have a little bit of hate, just a little bit. But in this situation, the hate is extreme. It is everybody catching strays, even the vloggers. We've been catching strays from the beginning. But how's everybody doing? So yeah, that's my prediction, over 5.5 wins. I'm just saying that just based on the personnel they have. Remember, you're only good as your personnel, and the personnel that they did acquire have a lot of experience. So, and another positive note here: Colorado's football sells out season tickets for the second straight season. So their season ticket holders already sold it out. Whatever season tickets that they had, it's all sold out. So that's a positive thing. Okay, you won 4 games last year, but those ticket sales are still selling. So that's a positive right there. The ticket sales are selling. So there you have it. And I believe in year 3 it'll sell out again. It's just because the prime effect is still going. It's still in effect. So yeah, I wanted to say that ticket sales are at an all-time high. And so yeah. So despite what people are saying, they're not going to win, but they winning off the field because them ticket sales are up, which means that the local economy is going to be up. So yeah, things are up. They get to a bowl game, things are going to be even more up. So, but right now, things are up still. So them ticket sales. Now, some people say people are still buying into the hype. Nah, I mean, it's just that the excitement is there. People want to be a part of it. Last year, there was a lot of good positives there for the first 3 to 4 weeks. There was a lot of good things going on for the first 3 weeks. They beat their rivals. Fans came on the field. I mean, things was really, there was some positive notes last year. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that. Hopefully, I don't know. I might try to get to one of these games. We'll see. I just have to look at it, possibly. But yeah, but I more than likely I'll be watching it just like you guys on TV. But yeah, man, everything is up. What else is going on? You said hashtag we want Juju by Buff fans is blowing up Julian Lewis, a Twitter page, crazy right now. Yeah, everything is blowing up for him. So you think they're gonna have a chance to get him? He's a highly sought after quarterback for next season. Not next season, season after next. So we'll see. We'll see if they get him, but he's coming on a visit. He's definitely coming on a visit. So 5-star Julian Lewis set for official visit to Colorado. Julian Lewis, one of the top quarterbacks in the class of 2025, who reclassified from the 2026 group, is headed to Boulder, Colorado for an official visit with head coach Deion Sanders and the Buffaloes program. And he did put here on his Twitter, he said, headed to Boulder at CU Buffs football. And then he added Deion Sanders, added the young coach, and added Shador Sanders. He added on his X account, formerly known as Twitter, from Carrollton, Georgia. He's a play caller, made a hard commitment to USC in August of 2023, but has since considered other possible NCAA options, which includes official stops at Indiana, Auburn, and another trip to Los Angeles to meet with the Trojans. Lewis has turned heads in a tough Georgia high school football landscape as a sophomore, mixing crafty escapability and decent arm talent, a combo that has college scouts not showing much concern for the 6'1's talent frame. The number speaks volumes too, with a 2023 stat line at 186 or 280 passes completed for 3,094 yards, 48 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. At the next level, the overall package Lewis brings with him is a solid fit for any offensive coordinator looking to build on a spread attack. With the decommit from the Trojans and Lincoln Riley, and provide a top-tier follow-up act to Shador Sanders, ? The buzz has undoubtedly grown from rumors to what should be a heavy speculation as Gatorade National Player of the Year finalist meets with the newly minted Big 12 team on June 21st. So he's coming June 21st. The team will be back. So we're going to see, man. I'm sure he's going to be hanging out there with Shador. And we're going to see what Shador does. Because, he's going to be probably going to be heavily a part of that recruiting team to get this kid's services. But he also is going to go back to Los Angeles to meet with the Trojans again. So, it's going to be heavy competition to try to get him. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they got the hashtag going. We want Juju and all that right there. But we're gonna see. But we got Staub. He's number 2, man. We got Staub at number 2. Now if they do recruit this kid and get him, I could see Staub leaving. Or he might be the starter, and why this kid learn under him. That's how it usually supposed to be. But sometimes you get a 5-star come up in there, you can't deny it. So if he's ready to go, he's ready to go. So we're going to be seeing what happens there. But I would say Colorado would be a good fit for him because he could possibly come in and get burned right away. So that might be a good fit. But we're just going to have to wait to cross that bridge when we get there. But right now, I'm going to enjoy this number 2 right here for the upcoming season. I'm going to enjoy his last little bit in college and go from there. You said he would be crazy to leave USC for Colorado. USC academically, NIL, football, coaching, lifestyle is way better than Colorado. Well, you must be a USC fan. You're a USC fan? You said he would start at USC too. But are you a USC fan? You must be a USC fan. Please tell me you are, because I might have to give you a little bit of time. Tell me you're a USC fan. Let's see. Let's see if you're a USC fan or not. You ain't going to answer me now. Nope. Okay, so you're a USC fan. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, you're a USC fan, so of course you want him to go there. So we're gonna have a little competition. Wait a minute. Are you a USC fan? Is CU? What does CUJOQ mean? I might be afraid to ask. What does your screen name mean? I was thinking you down with CU, but yeah, you're a USC fan. But guess what though? We're gonna have some competition. How about that? We got some competition, so you're gonna have to come back to me when he finally makes his official decision. I don't know, man. Shador might seal the deal here. Shador Sanders might seal the deal, and and get this kid to come to Boulder, man. These guys are getting 5 stars left and right, man. You said it stands for hater? Oh, wow. So, yeah, CUJOQ. You didn't tell me what the CUJOQ mean, but Michael said it stands for hater. You said, oh, Cujo. Okay, cool. Actually, I remember the movie Cujo about the dog. Okay. Okay, so it stands for Cujo. Okay. I remember the movie Cujo. Not too many people in here might not remember that if they're not old enough. But I definitely remember the movie Cujo. Right now, as you see, I saw the last video Shador put up. He just put up a video today. He putting in the work now. He definitely putting in the work with the guys, trying to get them ready. Especially the wide receivers, trying to get a feel for them and get them ready for the season. So, well, he putting in that work. So they got a couple more breaks to take before the season. But right now, he did this last year, getting it started. You know, I think last year they had all went to Miami. But we'll see. He definitely getting there. You said your high school football coach gave you the name Cujo. Okay, so you must have been a dog then. Okay, so you must have been a dog. He gave you the name Cujo. You ain't nothing but a dog. So there we go. So we got it, Michael P. It means Cujo for the movie. He was such a dog, his coach named him that. So, Michael, we have to take that back. You see, you was a nasty defensive tackle. Hey, man, the defensive tackles are born and not sworn. They born, not sworn. If you're a defensive tackles are born. Not everybody can play defensive tackle. Trust me, I know. I remember we was going out to make the team. And, you know, they put you at different positions to see what you're good at. And they put me at defensive tackle, but I wasn't quite I wasn't quite big enough to play defensive tackle. But I was big enough for tight end though, and blocking, primarily as a blocking tight end. So I did good. That was where my work was. You said all good. Why did O miss the second practice? Who is with the second practice with Shador? I thought he's there. Omarion is there, Michael P. Omarion's up there. There he is right there. He was at the first, second, and whatever practice they got. I don't know how many practice they have, but he was there. He was there for the whole thing. Getting that work in, getting it together. Getting it together, man. They're getting it together, man. There he is right there. They go to young superstar in the making. He right there. He getting that work in, Mike. He getting a little bit. So there is the link if anybody would like to come on. But yeah, he's right there. Omarion getting things together out there in Texas. They go what they call baby T.O. right there. Caleb in the background. We got the freshman out there as well. Getting a little bit. What's going on, Shirley Kimball? How you doing? So yeah, the wide receivers are ready. Discussing the business for the upcoming season. Discussing what they got to do. All right. Because see, Shador is just the type of person where he try to get everybody together, you know, during the game. If you open, he got you. Let me see who we got. Chris Million, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Max?
All right, man. Nothing much. Get my voice back. Feeling much better.
You sound much better.
Oh man, it was almost over with, man. That cold ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, you sound much better, man. So glad you're back or getting back.
Yeah. So what you thinking? What's on your mind? The ticket sales sold out, right? The season tickets
Yeah, I
for the
posted
second
on my
straight year.
I posted on my other little YouTube channel, man, trying to get this thing cracking. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna do mine a little bit different though. Mine is gonna be more so, reacting to
Okay.
the play. Yeah, so it's more of a
Did
reaction
you get it
channel than
started
anything.
already?
Yeah, yeah. Well, not. I'm up and running, but I'm not finished with it. So I should be done by this week's end and
All right. Well, let us
get it
know.
going. Yeah,
Yeah, let us
but
know
yeah.
when you get it. Let us know when you get up and running.
Okay, okay.
We always be looking for new channels that pop up.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we always on the hunt for new content over here.
yeah. I feel you. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be breaking down some old stuff. Well, reacting to some old stuff and comparing it to some of the new stuff.
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
player personnel, and hopefully that'll give a much broader perspective. But anyway, I didn't come on for that. I was just really kind of coming on to share my little thoughts and everything about the current situation, man. I checked out this Shador video. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
He getting
That
them
was,
together though. He getting them together.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
see how
man.
he out there coaching, right?
Oh, yeah, he telling them.
Yeah,
He
he
telling
telling
them what's
exactly
up.
what to do. Yep.
Yeah, and that's huge because now y'all can be on the same page. When that ball float out there, you supposed to be right in that spot he told you to be.
Right.
You know, and that timing is huge, man.
Yeah,
So
he
they're
was
gonna be
telling
all right,
them.
man. They
Yep.
sound confident, especially Jimmy Horn, seeing last year's team versus this year's team.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Expect some good things from Horn this year.
yeah,
Yeah, because this is last season.
yeah. He gotta go. I'd say anywhere from 650 and up is a good year for him with about 6, 7 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, that's 650 is a good year. If he get 650 yards. Um yeah, that's pretty decent numbers for Horn for his final season.
Yeah, yeah, that's a really good number for him, especially being in that slot and you got others. Uh, Here's my uh, number expectation. I expect Shador to throw for over 4,000,
Okay.
um, and I expect as a team we should be able to rush for anywhere between 950 to 1,200 as a team. I think
That's
that's a good
respectable
number.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him going for over 4,000 at least.
I mean, he did that twice at Jackson State, right? Freshman,
Y-
sophomore year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he would have went for over that last year, but he was having some issues with that line.
Correct.
But if it wasn't for that, yeah, he definitely went over 4,000. That's about right for him. That's
Right.
about average. Yep, that's
So
definitely
yeah.
about average.
So I'm looking forward to it, and I think that number's pretty pretty doable, man. I was checking out UCF and their total yards, team yards, offense. They
Okay.
had over 6,300, and they went 6-6.
Okay.
So I'm like, I think with a better personnel we have, I think we can do 50, 53, 5,500 total offensive yards, man. But the key is gonna be the points, though, touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah,
And hopefully they keep the score total down on defense.
right. There you go.
Yep.
Because even though UCF had all the yards, they still went 6-6. That tells me they they gave up some meat on defense.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. You gotta keep the defense. You gotta keep keep it. If they're about, I would say, I was thinking about that earlier. I said, okay, they gave up a lot of points last year. If they drop that down to at least 35 to 40%, maybe
right.
45%, then that's very good. Anything over that is just they really turned it around. But look for some heavy improvement there with that new defensive coordinator.
Yeah, For
So
sure.
they have
And
the personnel. They
to
have the
do it.
personnel, especially in
Yeah.
the secondary.
Yeah. And I would imagine we're gonna see a lot more safety blitzes. I don't know if you caught it, but on some of those play calls in the well off mini video, I saw Shiloh creeping up towards that line and blitzing. I think we're gonna see some of that sprinkled in this year.
Oh yeah, I definitely could
Yeah,
see that. Definitely could
yeah,
see more safety blitzes, everything.
yeah, yeah. So I'm excited, man. I'm rocking with you. I've been rocking with you since last year. You
Oh, I
know,
appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think. So, what do you think? How you like the linebackers so far? How do you think that room is looking?
well, it's looking much better now because you kind of got some depth at with true linebackers. Like in other words, what I'm trying to say is guys who have a desire to be linebackers that they brought in with an attitude. On
Hmm.
top of Bentley, you know, Trevor is interchangeable between linebacker and safety, so that could be a variety package for him. Because he just can do either one based on how they've coached him up. So we'll see, but uh, I think we're solid, man. We're gonna be a nickel defense heavy anyway. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's
two
definitely a good
linebackers,
look from last
right,
year.
right, yeah. So two solid linebackers with the desire to actually fill gaps and tackle. We serve. We good.
And I
Yeah,
like Bentley. I like Bentley
yeah.
as a middle
Ben
linebacker.
Bentley turned the corner last season. He started off slow, but he ended up good.
Yeah, he's the man this year, so
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna be the man in the middle,
for sure, for
Bentley.
sure.
And his supporting cast, I think they look really good. See, we're
Yeah,
gonna have a lot of good work now on that defensive line, right?
right,
So that's gonna help out the linebackers. And Shiloh shouldn't be getting all them tackles this year.
right.
He's gonna get his share of
He gonna
tackles.
get his share. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He shouldn't have to lead the team in tackles this year.
Mm-mm.
So, but he definitely gonna get his fair share of work now. But now we got that improved defensive line, and look like
Right.
they got because I like what Coach Lewis and Coach Sapp is doing with them,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's gonna be the turning point right there as well. It's all, and also if the offensive line holds up, that's gonna be the
Right.
key. Because people saying I'm crazy when I say the ceiling is 10 games. No, I'm not crazy when I say that. You got to look at last year with all the problems they had. Shador was able to throw for all those yards.
Right.
So that's not going to change. So he's going to throw for more yards. That's not going to change, right? So we didn't need no
No.
improvement there.
Right.
We just need an improvement in the protection department in that defensive line. I think the defensive line, we're going to see a lot of great things this year just from Coach Lewis and Sapp being there.
Yep.
And we
I
got
agree.
Dancy too, helping out with the ends.
Yeah. I
So,
think those three, if they, can continue to be a cohesive coaching group, that
right,
should translate to the D line, outside linebackers, or edge rushers, however you want to say it. It
right.
should. Yeah. And we deep, man. Last year, literally the only two people interior wise that could play was Shane Coates and Amari. When I said play, I mean at a high level. We
Right.
know Chaz Wallace did his thing, and Walker and a few others, but I mean I'm talking about that was consistent.
Shane was getting doubled most of that game. He had two linemen on him.
Yes, he was.
So his game probably going to go another level just having Sap there. So look for some good things coming his way too. And Chidozie
Yeah,
he upgraded. And I like him, and I like Anquin Barnes. So yeah, that defensive line improved tremendously. And
yeah,
when they come off their break after the holiday, we're going to see a lot new faces there. So we're going to start to see how this team is shaping up.
Yeah, we get a chance to see. Should see BJ Green if he should
Right.
be on it. Should come in. Who else we supposed to see? Oh, Will Shepherd, but that's a receiver, but
Right.
should see him. Um, who else would we? Oh, Baby T.O.
Right.
Yeah. So, which he's kind of raw to me, but he'll grow. Just got to get some of these kids time to
Then we
develop.
got the super freshman coming in.
Oh yeah, Cam Michael and
Yeah.
Draylon Miller.
Yeah. Draylon is already
He's
out
right
there
there.
now.
That's him
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, literally, I told another panel 2 days ago. So maybe it was 3. I don't know. I said the very first play I would do, I would go verticals and I'll see how good of athletes North Dakota State really is. I mean, I send all 4 receivers just go deep and sling it.
Oh yeah, for the very first play.
Yeah, because I'll make them get on the horses to see if they can really run.
Yeah.
That's gonna let me know what we can do on the
Yeah.
outside. That's just me now. That's just me
Yeah.
having fun
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah. For the very first play, right?
Yeah.
Shador calling audible. He
Right.
looked to his left and right, look at his receivers,
Yep.
have one go in motion, and just go take off.
Yeah.
Yep. Have them all take off.
Yeah, exactly. And just pick the one that whichever safety or corner make a mistake on, exploit it and just sling it. Just to see, just to open it up and say, we here. We here to play. We're not about no games, man. That's how I would do it.
Yep.
But that's just me talking.
It's good. Definitely the wide receiver situation is dangerous because they have so many weapons. Because the defense, they're going to have their work cut out for Travis Hunter, but they got these other wide receivers breaking free too.
Yeah.
You can't guard everybody, so it's going to be their defensive backs going to have and their safety's going to have a job cut out for them in that game. They should have a long day.
Yeah.
Because Shador got something to prove.
That's right.
Everybody's saying that, he can't release the ball fast enough. Okay, so we're going to see this year. We definitely going to see this his senior season. So we definitely going to see. I don't think I'm beginning to think that it could have been. I know he was saying that they were running a lot of option routes, and that might have been it. But now this year they're going to have their set plays and stuff like that. He should be ready to go. That ball it's going to be something to see. They just got to keep him upright. It's going to be something to see there.
Well, I know the thing is with the option routes, I know people were trying to say Shador need to learn it. I don't think it was Shador's problem was the option routes itself. I think the problem was he's reading one thing and the receiver is reading something else.
Okay,
and he don't wanna make a mistake, right? So if he's seeing something and that receiver isn't seeing the same thing, he can't let the ball go. So it's important that receiver reads the defense exactly the way Shador reads it, so he can put it on him, and that's part of the problem. So when you have a lot of that, it's going to expose it. If you have less, you'll be successful.
Yeah, I think that'll be corrected by the time that first game come.
Yeah. And but I got to roll. I'll get back on, but I got
all right, Chris.
I gotta sing my daughter happy birthday. But
I'm
still
birthday,
with you.
okay.
Yeah.
All right now.
So thanks for letting me on,
all right.
bro.
All right, thanks for coming on, Chris. Peace. Yeah, Chris made a good point. They're gonna have it together this year. See how they out there working out, they out there talking. Shador telling them exactly what he wanted. Excuse me, he's telling them exactly what he want. It's things gonna be up. All right. These receivers got some experience here. They ready to go. So he gonna tell him exactly what he want to see, and things just gonna be where it's supposed to be, man. That's just it right there. Things are just gonna be right where it's supposed to be. And look at this. Look what just popped up. Nebraska and Colorado. See that? It just popped up. So we wait a minute. Let's see what's happening here. It don't went dark. What happened here? Oh, I was already watching this game. That's what was going on. I was already watching this. I went back and watched some of the games, and yeah. So Nebraska, they're gonna have a new quarterback this year. Sims is out. But this right here, this game coming up, I got this one circled on my calendar. This one gonna be a good one. I just want them to go to Nebraska and beat the brakes off of them. That's what I want. We go in there, beat the brakes off of them, and that's it. Just go ahead and beat the brakes off of them and get it over with. It's going to be, you know how the crowd is, going to be hostile up there. And this is the goal. Beat the brakes off of them so bad, by the end of the third quarter, the fans going home. All right? So, yeah. So that's what I want to see right there. What's up, Webb? How's it going? Hey, you said that, Carmen. You sound like a hater. Just stop. Oh, man, listen, man. You wait till the season start. You know, what did Carmen say? He said they got to come out. They're going to come out 5 wide every play. Hey, man, come on out 5 wide and just go ahead and air it out. Air it out. It's just going to be something to see. Air it out. But yeah, man. But again, I want to say, I had said this earlier, the ticket sales are all the way up. The season ticket sales are sold out. So people already got their season tickets. They ready to go, man. They ready to go. They ready to see something this year and year two. But a bowl game is on the horizon. That I know. I know that much. I can just tell you. I just almost guarantee it to you. At least a bowl game. That's right there. But we're going not just a bowl game. We don't want to just play any bowl. We want to play a good bowl game. So that's right there. Okay, this right here is acting up. So let me just pause this acting up. So we don't need to see that anyway. You said I'm chilling, working, Max, doing the double, man. Oh, you working a double? That's what's up right there. You got to go ahead and get your rations, man. Go ahead and get the rations while you can. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, it's up this year. Julian Lewis, he's coming there. I had said before he's coming in to take a visit, and he might come on in the Boulder, and we're gonna see what happens. He might say, you know what, this is where I'm supposed to be right here. You know, I understand he's supposed to go to USC again, but he might want to just go ahead and take his talents up there to Boulder. You know, that'll be a nice little look after Shador leave. You know, got another 5-star coming right on in. Yeah, you got to get it, Webb, while you can. Believe me, I know. You got to get it while you can. You got Caleb right there. He ready for the season. He ready to do some big things this year, catch some balls and everything else. So yeah, man, it's up. It's up this year, man. And that's just what it's gonna be. Bowl game is that's just a part of the situation. You said, I hope we land them hashtag we want Juju. I know the hashtag going around. Hashtag we want Juju, man. Come on up there. Come on up there. Oh, by the way, it's a quarterback that's suing Florida. He's suing Florida. Florida getting sued, the coach, because the quarterback said that they promised him a lot of money, and somebody reneged, and so now he's suing. Now here's my situation. Now, if they had consideration, right? Consideration meaning it's a agreement between two parties, and it also can be a verbal consideration. A contract can be verbal there. So if he can prove that they had a contract and they didn't live up to their end of the bargain on the contract, somebody gonna have to pay that man. Somebody gonna have to pay him. Then that's a lot of money to be promising a high school quarterback. That's a lot of money. $12 million, 12, 13 million. And I know what it is. Like, damn, okay, we were just talking. We're not giving that kid $13 million. That didn't seem right to me anyway. $13 million? And he didn't even prove himself yet. In the college level, you're gonna give him 13 million. So they was like, look, we'll promise you this, we'll give you this. He's like, no, I want that whole 13 million you promised me. So this is gonna be an interesting situation moving forward, because if he can prove that they had an agreement and they broke it, then somebody gonna have to pay up. That's a lot of money to be playing a high school player that has not proven himself yet in college. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. You said they saying that they never had the intention of paying him the money, which is crazy. But here's the thing: if he can prove, if he got an email, he got a text message, or what? See, a contract could be an email. It could be an email. It could be a handwritten note on a napkin, right? It could be a handwritten note on a napkin. It could be a verbal agreement, but he got to have proof of it. If he has proof of it, then he got some action in court. He got some action because somebody gonna have to pay him. If he got there and he was like, okay, now we're not paying you that. No, you agreed to pay me that. Now, don't get me wrong, 13 million is a lot now. You said Rashada. Yeah, that's his name, Rashada. He's already at Georgia after leaving Arizona State. He's been nothing but a college headache to people want to discuss. Excuse me, he's been nothing but a college headache, and people want to discuss Kermani. Well, yeah, I understand he was at Arizona State, but now he's at Georgia. He got to be good if he going to all these places. Now he's at Georgia. That means he's a pretty good quarterback. If he managed to get on a roster at Georgia, yeah, 13 million to a high school player don't sound right. It didn't sound right because I remember this before he committed. The money it was a rumor that they were offering that much. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it when I heard it. But apparently they did offer him that. So if they offered him that and he has an agreement, they have to live with he could sue. He could sue at this point. And good for him. Go ahead and sue, man, because you can't just tell my son that you're giving him 13 million just for him to sign. And you don't, now you all of a sudden you come back down to reality. Look, we got $1 million for you, son. No, that's not what you said. You said 13 million. You didn't say $1 million. You said 13. So if he has consideration, if he can prove that they have consideration, he's going to win. If they can prove it. So we'll see. You said he is legit, you said he is legit, but he just have a large ego. Well, hey, all of them got large egos. All those quarterbacks that's good at that level, they all got egos. All of them. Shador got an ego. All of them got an ego. That's fine. It's okay to have an ego, but they can't get out of this. Like, listen, see, this is a prime example of you tell a player one thing and you get them to your program. Now all of a sudden nobody got no money. Nope. Don't promise no kid 13 million. Don't promise him that. In fact, if it was my son, we need that money. We need that money before he gets to campus. Okay, we need a contract, and then I would have had a contract written up. Like, look, my lawyer's gonna get with your lawyers, and we're gonna sign this contract so he can get that 13 million. So, yeah, it was cap on their part. We know it was cap. You said 13 million is capped. Nobody offered that BS. Well, that's why they go into court for, to see if somebody did offer it to them, because they may have. They may have offered it. And don't get me wrong, I thought it was BS too. Like, how you gonna offer somebody that amount of money, and he hadn't proven himself? You said that's more than Shador, and it's almost 5 million a year, right? Well, when you say who offered it, when, where, and why, that's what the court is for. The court is going to sort that out. You said we don't know what Shador is getting in the collective. 5 mil is Shador's NIL. Yeah, we don't know what Shador getting in the collective. Yeah, I know something not adding up. I know something not at 13 mil. Listen, when I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this. This was all over the news. But it was like it was in a rumor mill. So I didn't take any, I didn't think that carried any weight. Rumors for me don't carry weight. But the 12 and 13 million was put out there, because that's why I remember him. And then I remember saying, is he that damn good for 13 million? I mean, don't get me wrong, some people are worth it, but you got to prove yourself first. At least play 1 year of college football first. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At least become the SEC Freshman of the Year or something. Like, damn. But it sound fishy. Like you said, yeah, it sound fishy. It sound fishy when I heard about it. I said, there's no way they offered him that. They probably offered him $1 million. Maybe they offered him $1 million. I could see that, right? Or 500,000, right? 500,000, $1 million. But 13 million. That means because I didn't really know what the kid could do. I knew he's a 5-star, but then I started I was like, I gotta go find some tape or something. Look, you said, Max, you wanted 13 million. Hold on, you wanted 13 million before a snap. But no, I wasn't expecting it, Chanel. Only if they offered it to me. Now, if they offered it to me, even if they offered it to my son, I'm like, son, something ain't right here. Something not right, because you haven't even played a snap in college football. I went to go find this kid film. I said, man, this kid must be a grown man playing high school football. He must be for 13 million without playing a game, he must be the next Tom Brady or something. So I went ahead and saw some film. I was like, okay, the film looks good, but maybe I'm hating. So here we are now. So he wants to sue and go to court. Now, I honestly believe this is going to be ending up settling out of court. He's not going to get the whole 13 million. They're going to settle out of court. Remember that. He's going to get millions. I believe they promised it to him. And I believe not only did they promise it, he had an agreement. And remember, in Florida, they honor oral agreements as well. An oral agreement is consideration. Consideration is an agreement between two parties. And if one of those parties renege on the agreement, well, that other party got action in court. Maybe they were just sitting there lying. Maybe they thought his people were ignorant. Okay, let's just say this so we could get him in there. Apparently his people are not ignorant. We got consideration, sir. Somebody gonna have to pay this kid. We going to court. And you said Texas ain't even offering that. I think dude is just jacking up the price, adding some value. No, they said somebody they do have some proof or something that a booster told him that. So no, a billionaire, somebody told him that. Okay. That's his gripe. Somebody promised him that. And we all know that didn't seem right. Like, nah, man, there's no way they offering this kid 13 million unless he's Captain America, unless he's that good. Unless y'all tell me he's that good, like Max, he really is the shit. Okay, with 13 million, he might as well don't even go to the NFL. Like, let me tell you something. My kid getting 13 million, he ain't going to fuck the NFL. For what? What we going to the NFL for? We're gonna get this money here in college and go ahead and open up a business and all that. We ain't got to risk CTE. We ain't got to risk it no more. We getting the money now. The hell with the NFL. Like, that just didn't seem right. So I know it don't seem right. So if someone made him an offer, and that's if this is a consideration, that means a contract. So in fundamental terms, a consideration is agreement between two parties. Okay, that's consideration. Somebody broke that consideration, then the kid got action in court. Now, I'm not saying he getting all the 13 million. They'll settle out of court, and he gonna get some millions though. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna keep up on this story right here. Yeah, it's like a scammer. It's like he got scammed or something. Like, look, if somebody offered my kid 13, I say, look, they out here scamming. There's no way they're gonna give us 13 million. There's no way. There's no way. You said, do you think rising is old? I'll be 35 in college. You said you giving scammer vibes, but for that much, I'll be a professional college athlete. That's right. 35, shoot, you young. Go ahead and Chanel, you know how to throw that ball? Look, for 13, if they offering that much, do you know how to throw the ball? Let me see. We go out here and work and get some of that money. No, they were somebody scamming. They were, and his people should have known that. Like, listen, they're not giving us 13 million. They're not doing it. We're just not going to Florida. And that's messed up, man. Florida out there, it's almost like they scamming. Like, but now he's suing the coach too. So somebody told him something. Why would he just sit up there and sue everybody? I think something bad happened here. But I had to go look at his film. I said, he that good? 13 million? Shit. I said, this dude right here might be the next Michael Vick or something. Like, I don't know. Is he like Michael Vick? Is he that fast? I'm like, damn, like, what's going on here? You said this set a precedent. Hold on, let me highlight your comment. You said this set a precedent for future coaches promising word to kids to lock them from competition, right? They might have thought they were ignorant, but FSU is about to find out. Yeah, they might have thought he was ignorant. Like, let's just tell him to get anything, get him up in here. Yeah, son, our total compensation package is gonna be like 13 million. You feel me? And his parents like, but look, we'll give you 500,000. Okay. But remember, it's performance based. That's what they should have said. Look, it's performance based. You'll get more, but it's performance based. Or they probably said, look, we'll give you the 500,000. And then they said allegedly somebody told them, well, the billionaire, well, whoever the booster is, he's on the plane right now, but when he get off, they'll wire you the million. They'll wire you the money. Nah, that kid went and lawyered up, fam. He went and lawyered up. He said, nah, y'all not gonna play me for stupid like this now. So he might as well take it to court. You know why? Because now everybody got his name in their mouth. Now his name is being ran through the mud now. So yeah, might as well go ahead and take him to court. You said no freshman is worth 13 million. It just sucked that my Gators were that desperate to make that foolish promise. See, here's the thing. They didn't even have to say 13 million. They wanted him that bad. Hey, White Town's King, is he that good? Like, let me know. Like, I saw the film and all that. Like, he must have been that good, man. He must have been, I don't know what to tell you for 13 million. They wanted that kid bad. You said we need contracts ASAP. Right now, after paying millions, these young men can still leave. Now, here's the thing. I like that you said that. I'm gonna come back to that. Makes me wonder what Nolan got for. I know what the hell he got because we couldn't get him. And you know the crazy thing is, Colorado could have got him. Don't make no Colorado could have gotten him, but Ole Miss gave him a situation that he couldn't refuse. They probably gave him about 5, something like that. They probably gave him about 5. You said Jaden Rashada tried to come to Colorado, but something happened and he chose Florida. he been portal hopping for a minute. I wonder if Kermani got his money up front. Let me go back to shoot the shit. He said the contracts ASAP. Okay. What I think I would do if I was the kid's family, you have to get a contract written up. Okay, so if let's say the total compensation package, they're offering you, let's come up with a number here. Let's say if you sign with my university, we'll pay you $250,000 a year. We'll pay you $250,000 a year, right? Now, along with that contract, the tuition got to be taken care of. So he got to be on scholarship. If he's not on scholarship, you know how they got the whole preferred walk-on thing. So the tuition, everything got to be covered. Let's say if they offer them $500,000 a year, let's just say that $500,000 a year, that has to be written up in the contract and you have to hire a lawyer. Go get a lawyer. Don't be talking to these people without professional representation. Get a lawyer and make sure they're going to honor that. And when is the schedule for the checks? How often it's going to be? Are you going to cut a check every semester, or are you going to cut a check every month? That all has to be written in the contract. Is this performance based or not? That has to be in the contract. Because the school can come back like, look, you're not starting and you're in your junior year and we still got to pay you. No, you still got to pay me. And have that written up and signed by both attorneys, and then go that way and then pay your attorney his fees out of the money you get. That's how they should do it. And then, you know what the school might say, okay, if we're going to pay you all this money, then you can't hit the transfer portal. Hey, if that's in the contract, then the kid has to request for more money in that contract for the total compensation package. That's how it has to be. That's how it has to be. So we won't have this situation with like a Rashada going to sue now. Because I honestly believe somebody was shooting him air castles, man. They was spitting game to him. That's what happened. But see, he want his money now. He want his money, which I don't blame him. But anybody in here that's listening could tell you that 13 million sound like cap now. Okay, it sounds like we all know this. We can all come to this agreement. 13 million for a high school kid that hadn't proven himself, that sounds like cap. I mean, was somebody drinking when they told him that? Like, what happened here? Yeah, it's not just happening there, Matthew. It's happening all over the country. Okay, and then the kids get to the school and no checks is cut. It's happening everywhere. And it's not necessarily the coach's fault. Remember when I was saying at CU, who's controlling the money? It's on them. Whoever's controlling the money in these collectives and boosters and stuff like that. That's on them, not the coach. So remember when I was saying that, remember when Coach Prime said we need to swipe the credit card? He's not talking about his credit card. Because that's not for him. That's not up for him. Like when we talking money and stuff and compensation, that's not the coach problem. That's not who the player is supposed to be talking to. The coach, the head coach ain't got nothing to do with this. This is whoever's controlling that money in the collectives and the boosters that has to get. I'm not even talking about NIL. I'm talking about the back money. The NIL money is performance based. Like if you out there killing it, of course you're gonna get excuse me, of course you're gonna get, you know, endorsement deals and stuff like that. That's the NIL. Of course you're gonna get that. The more popular you are, you know. But I'm talking about the back money. Like, how much you think Miami gave Cam Ward? We don't know, but they gave him something. They had to give Cam Ward something. They had to. And you really can't tell with Cam Ward. Now, that's what I give him. I give him that because you don't really see him flashing on Instagram and stuff like that. But they had to do something. You said that's my whole issue with. Oh, let me highlight it. You said that's my whole issue with Gavin Cool. Even if Shador gave him $50K or more, what's keeping him in Colorado? That seems hella risky. You see, here's the thing. That's not up for Shador either. Shador, I see him, the wide receivers and stuff, they went out to dinner. Shador paid for that. Shador took them out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem like he's a cheapskate. He take them out to dinner and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? That's a good gesture, right? But when we talking big money here, now that's not for him. No, that ain't got nothing to do with him. I mean, if he pay everybody, he gonna go broke. You see what I'm saying? Money go fast if you spend it like that. Nah, he ain't in that type of business. So that ain't for the coach, and that ain't for the quarterback. That's for the people that's handling the money up at CU. Whoever the coach. See, anybody can be. We can donate to the collectives. All of us can, right? But it ain't up to us who divvy out the money to the players. Whoever that person is, that's who you need to talk to, and the boosters up there. That's who you need to talk to. The coach is out of this. Now, I understand he said we need to swipe our credit card. No, he's right about that. However, ain't nothing he can do about it if the boosters ain't want to act right, or if the people handling the collectors don't want to act right. So now he's like, damn, we're going to try to get you something. Then the booster, look, we'll give you 25,000. That's it. What can the coach do at that point? You said Kermani's stock is down. It will be 50K to nah, son. Nah, man. Nah. I wish I could tell you. I don't like to tell the kid business. Nope. It just whoever put that information on Kermani were lying. That's not what happened. He's a preferred walk-on because they ain't had no more scholarships. But as soon as they get one, he'll have one. It's just that we're not gonna hear about it. But yeah, he'll have one. You said the top SEC schools payroll is like the NFL, right? Remember what Dan Lanning said, right? No, even though he's not in the SEC, he said about 12 to 13 million to keep his roster intact. Hold on, let me research it because maybe he didn't say 12 or 13 million. Give me a second. Dan Lanning costs for his let me see. Hold on, I'm searching the wrong thing. About 12 to 13 million. Roughly about 12 million. 12 to 13 million. I'm talking about his total roster, like that. A compensation of 12 to 13 million a year. So if he's saying that he has to pay 12 to 13 million a year, how much are these players getting paid on the back end? These players getting pretty good money, man. That stuff we'll never know about, like how much they really getting paid, because that's not really for the news, right? But yeah, man, There's some big money going on here with the right players. I'm not saying every football player. I mean, listen, I think Coach kind of alluded to it. I just can't remember what Prime said though. He said we making sure you get your vouchers for your house, right? He said, don't y'all get your vouchers and stuff? He mentioned it. They get vouchers and stuff for living. I mean, for home. I mean, for housing and stuff like that, from what I'm understanding. So there is some money up there, but he's not competing with the big schools yet. That's the problem. That's why he said we need to swipe the credit card. We know what we need. Now did Go Bucks? Did he say that? You said Prime said a walk on was 50,000. Let me tell you something. Well, can I walk on? Shit. Let me walk on. See, I'm gonna go up there and walk on, right? That don't mean I don't play with the team. Let me go up there and film, man. Let me go up there and get my content, man, for 50K, man. And I'll make the rest. I'll walk on as a cameraman. You see what I'm saying? Walk on as a cameraman. Somebody in here said their arm pretty good. So a walk on is 50,000? That's enough to cover your tuition. Am I right? And then keep a little money in your pocket. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Let me see. So 50,000. Let me think and take a look at this. How much is the tuition up there? We got to do some quick math. So how much is the tuition out of state student for an outer state student a year there at Colorado? It ain't no 50,000. They'll have a little something to keep in their pocket. They have a little something to keep in their pocket. You said Billy Napier would not be the coach at Florida next year. I know some people were saying that. I tell you one thing though, they are paying their players something. Do you see their parking lot? They showed, was it Miami parking lot? They showed the Florida's. Ain't had none but Mopar cars up there. That whole damn parking lot had Hellcats in it. The whole parking lot. So they paying them something. So, but I don't know collectively how much they paying for their roster though. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's a big thing right now in college sports. These players want a little bit of money. You said if everyone was just a walk-on, that's 4.2 million. You said all those cars and houses are rentals. They don't actually own it, Chris. Oh man, that's another story. Oh, he gonna make that roster, Weaver. I can see him making that roster for the upcoming season. We'll see. That's gonna be good. I got to keep up on that too. It's hard in the NFL though. That linebacker that played at Jackson State, I think he's with. Somebody told me he with the UFL now, or he in Canada. It's hard to stay on that roster, man. NFL. I knew somebody a long time ago. He went as an undrafted free agent and he tried out with the New York Giants. He said, bruh, he said, when I got to training camp, yo, he was like, it was on a whole nother level, man. He said, man, he don't know what supplements they taking, but he said everybody was up there like machines. And he went up there, the veterans wasn't there yet when he was in camp. And he finally made it. He said he didn't get cut until he got cut at the official training camp when everybody was there. But he said, man, everybody was like robots. They were so damn strong. Like He's like, these people lift weights in their sleep, man. But he went for the experience, he went just to say, like, look, I did make it to training camp, stuff like that. He wound up working for the Dolphins organization, but not as a player. He was working in their front office. He was working in the personnel department, but he was just telling me how competitive it is. I already know it's competitive because not too many people make it. But he said it's definitely like hitting the lottery. He said if you get past your rookie contract, you hit the lottery. It's almost like hitting the lottery. He said it's real. He said it's so. He can't tell you how hard it is. And he said everybody shows up in shape. He said there ain't no situation where nobody shows up in shape. Everybody's in shape. But he said it's the competition is so fierce that, he said if you know somebody to ever make a roster, he said they're the best of the best, even if they sit in the bench. Yeah, I see Reaver making the team though. You said the SEC collectors have 189 million. Oh yeah, them players getting paid, man. They ain't got to worry about paying players. Them experienced schools. I mean, them established schools with that old money in it. Yeah, they ain't got to worry. Jake from State Farm. What's going on, Jake? We got Jake from State Farm in the house, y'all. This Jake from State Farm. That's really him, man. That's really Jake from State Farm, man. He said he told you straight out his mouth, pro sports is like hitting the lottery. It is like hitting the lottery. If you go and do some research on the draft, right? On the draft, just the draft itself every year. Now you got to take into account how many teams we have, okay? Take them how many teams. Now, also out of those teams, you got to look at whatever your position is. And for you to make it through your rookie contract, the average lifespan of an NFL player is 3 years. Why? Because that is the length of the rookie contract. Okay, so after your rookie contract, let's say you lighten it up, you're doing good, and you're able to sign for millions, you have now hit the lottery. You have now hit the lottery. Now, let's say if you do well to honor your whole contract and sign another contract, now you're just like in the less than 1 percentile. Less than that. And sometimes, you know what it comes down to? Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. It comes down to that too. So that's why I give them credit. So when you see somebody like Shador or Travis, they represent the less than 1% percentile. They already know where they're going. They already know they're getting drafted. I'm just telling y'all that this stuff is already planned already. They already know that. All right. But he still had to get a little lucky, even though he got the skill. It still had to take a little luck. His dad got connections. Different people he know got connections. Even if you're on the team, now you got connections, right? So it takes connections as well. And then you just got to be the best of the best. So I give them all the credit. They're like, for example, the young men that we see right here, right? They can get their NFL shot too, but they got to win. What if they're on a winning team? What if this team win 10 games this year? Well, guess what? A lot of these players are going to get NFL looks here now. So, hey, man. You said Joe Namath had what now? He had Lincoln Continental. Joe Namath was a pimp. He had a Lincoln Continental and full-length fur coats at Alabama in the 1960s. Listen, this guy was on the sidelines in an NFL game with a full-length fur coat on, man. He was the original flosser, the original. And he had jewelry on. On top, go look. He had jewelry on too. And listen, and women with him. Oh, he was one of a kind. And had plenty of women. But you know who tops him, right? Walt Frazier. He couldn't do nothing with Walt Frazier. Go look at Walt Frazier when he was playing for the Knicks, man. He looked like a pimp. That man was getting it. Walt Frazier. And he did do a pantyhose commercial. Broadway Joe, man. That's what they called him. Yeah, he had a deuce and a quarter. Broadway Joe was the man. No, that was Walt Frazier that had a deuce and a quarter. But yeah, Earl to Pearl Monroe, Walt Frazier, yeah, all of them, and they were getting it back then. But hey, man, listen, for these players to get drafted now, they are hitting the lottery. And now we're talking about they're in the top 5 or top 10 in the draft. Oh, they hit the lottery, man. That's why they call it the lottery. What is the lottery? The first 1 through, what is it? 1 through 20, right? So listen, everybody not going to get that shot. But if you do, you're the man. But Shador is going to get that shot. He's what you call a golden boy. He's going to get that shot because they already told him. The NFL already told. He already knows. I know they were winning games, but obviously, yeah, they do got to win games now. But see that quarterback right there, the Virginia Tech quarterback. What grade he in? He a sophomore? He might come to see you. Never know. We might have a backup right there for the future. He working out. He stayed working out with Shador. So you know they might have him in the back pocket. Like, listen here, you know, Shador getting ready to leave now. So you know this gonna be your team next year now. I like how he out there working out. So keep him in mind too. Keep him in mind. So we gonna have a quarterback with Shador lead. It ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? Damn, the time went by so fast. I remember when he was a freshman. Now he getting ready to leave now. Time move fast, yo. Time don't wait for nobody. Man, Travis leaving. He just got him a T-Rex. I saw that picture. That T-Rex looked nice, though. And it fits him because he's a fisherman. Yeah, the Virginia Tech quarterback saw who the future receivers are. Right, so he out there working out with them. That ain't, listen, I can see him transferring after next year. We'll see. I'm going to keep him in mind. We're going to see. We're going to see. If Julian Lewis don't come. Even if he do come, you need experience. So have him, you know, back up this guy. And then the next year, Lewis take over. They not going to be hurting for no quarterback. So we'll see. Now, this article I read, these are the top spots where Coach Prime might end up after Shador and Shiloh leave. See, they keep putting it out there that he's leaving. They keep putting it out there that he's leaving. But I don't think so at this particular point. Oh, I see Isaiah Jada went to BYU. Y'all heard about that? He don't landed a spot at BYU. Isaiah Jada. All right. So he at BYU. Yeah. So listen, that 13 million was capped. I'm sorry they said that to him and got his hopes up. Listen, you know his family, like, God darn, son, we don't got 13 million for you. Ooh, they were counting that money. I know they were counting that money. I know they were. Look at all the houses and the property we can buy and flip that. Yeah. No, they ain't giving it to him. I knew that was too much money. That's a learning thing. But I like how Shador just recently put out a video, right? He out there coaching. I like that. He the leader of that team. Make no mistakes about it. He's the leader. He's who they looking at. You know what I'm saying? He's the leader. He's the OG now of that team. Say coaching, getting them together. Like look at him. This is how I need you to be now. Look at him. Look at him. This is how I need you to be. Yeah, he ain't playing this year because I'm gonna get these kids together. I'm not playing. They're not gonna sit up here and have me on Front Street winning 4 games this year. Hell with that. I'm not going out like that. Look at the freshman right there. Look like he ready to go. Look at him. He look, man, I don't know, Caleb. He look bigger than you now. Look at him. Look how big he is. God damn. Okay. Yeah, man, it's gonna be all right here. Listen, we're gonna continue to follow the undrafted free agents out of CU this year. You best believe we are. And they're gonna make the squad. I'm gonna tell you, what's his name from Florida State that transferred with it? He making the team. We're gonna follow him. We're gonna follow Weaver, and we're gonna follow everybody else. You said somebody offered me 10 million, another school coming to offer me 13 million. I'm so damn. Which team offered him 10 million? And look, he took the 13 million because he wanted that extra 3 million, and now he added the 10 million. Oh my God, that hurt. I wonder which school offered him 10 million. Miami? Yeah, Miami not paying him now. They got Cam Ward. And you know they gave Cam Ward some money. I know they did. Cam just looked like he came into a little bit of money. You know how you could just tell. He not flashy, but he's shining too damn bright over there now. They don't gave him something. Yeah, I'm rocking with Weaver too. That's right. He gonna make the team. I ain't worried about Weaver. He back healthy and everything, ready to go. And he up there with Marvin Harrison Jr. Iron sharpens iron. You know how it is. You know, Weaver dad played in the NFL for a few years too. So he got that in his DNA. But yeah, man. That hurt. So one team offered him 10 million. So then the other team like, nah, we got 13 million for you. We got an extra 3. Okay, well, I'm going with y'all then. So then he told the other team to kick rocks, right? And they had 10 million of it as a compensation package on the table. And now the other team talking about we'll give you 500,000 Tootsie Roll Pop. Bullshit. You better give me my money. And now, okay, boom, y'all ain't gonna give it to me. All right, cool. Hey, what's up with my we got Cam Ward now. We good over here. Yeah, I'll be some kind of sick. Like we going to court then. You said you heard Michael Harris, Harrison Jr. getting sued by Fanatics. Why? Yeah, these kids got to be careful here with collecting this money. They got to be careful. And I heard another thing that they're targeting high school kids. Like, look, we'll give you 500,000, but we want rights to your future contracts and all that stuff, even if you get drafted for life. No, thank you. No, thank you. Just go ahead and give me my bus ticket. I'll enjoy my bus ticket and be poor. Bullshit. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell my ass to you now. That I'm not doing. Nope, not doing that. Yeah, they might have scammed that poor man. Like, and I don't think nobody had any intentions to pay him at all. Like, yeah, we got 10 million for it. That sound like a scam too. We got 10 million for you. Feel me? Don't go sign that Colorado. I know Prime is itching to have you. Nah, we giving you 10 million. Okay. We don't even think about Colorado. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about Miami because we got an extra 3 million for you. So he like, all right, I'm going there. Then all of a sudden they talking about they go ahead and give him 500,000 Tootsie Roll Pop and like it. But I want the money. Well, this is some bad business. But we'll allegedly. Look at that freshman right there, ready to go. Yeah, if we're not jumping at everything, Rhonda, nah, you're going to have to sit up here and give me a contract. And then we'll sit down and agree to the terms of the contract. Okay. Now, if I decide to go to another school, then the contract over with. So I'll have it like that. But then somebody tell me the cars they got and all that is rented. Oh my God. Please tell me at least own the damn cars. Oh God, man. Everybody want to look like something. I was out in LA, right? I'll tell you a quick story. I'm out in LA and I'm over there on Melrose somewhere, just being a tourist. And I came across this car lot. So I said, let me go over there and take pictures and all that because they got a bunch of exotic cars out there. So I just wanted to go look at them. The guy came out and told me, hey, would you like to rent a car? You got the app, right? I said, what are you talking about? He said, the Turo app. Just go on the Turo app. You go ahead and rent you a car. He said, you out here in town? I'm like, yeah, I'm out here in town. He said, yeah, everybody, when you're out here in town, rent you an exotic. And I was like, rent me an exotic for what? He said, for your Instagram. That's what he told me. Rent it for your Instagram. I said, okay, so I rent a car for my Instagram. Then what? I ain't got the car no more. And so now I'm just fronting. That's what we used to call it back in the day, you fronting. Now you just fronting. Or what they call it now, capping or... Yeah, I'm not like that, man. Like, okay, look at me. I got a Bentley. I said, you mean to tell me I can rent this Bentley right here? He said, yeah. So look at me, guys. I rent a Bentley so I can ride down Rodeo Drive. You know what I'm saying? And look like I'm something. Bullshit. I kept my money in my pocket. Because I got to get a car back. So you said ain't no future in front in MC Breed. Yep. That's what people do out there. It's a big thing. Everybody rent exotic. So, you can look like you somebody. Like the hell with that. But that's what they do. They get on the Turo app. And, you can rent an exotic for the day. It says some people rent them by the week. They want to keep the front and going. They rent them an Airbnb. So now you can take all the Instagram photos you want now. Now you can look like you a millionaire. You got rid of the Stingray and you paid $110K 2 years ago. Did you pay it all up front or was you leasing it? I mean, was you leasing it or were you financing it? That seems a bit much, But that's what people like, Then now your Instagram is lit now. Everybody think, You said, hell no, that's scamming. I ain't giving up S. Yeah, that's scamming, Chanel. Oh, you paid cash, just another 5K on suicide doors in Oklahoma. Oh yeah, you was straight up flossing. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Didn't you play in the league or something like that? Shoot the shit. I think you would when you're in the NFL or something. Man. Hey, look, I could have did it for one day, shoot the shit. I could have went ahead and ripped me a Bentley, a Bentayga. So I could go ahead and put on my Instagram. Look at me, y'all. I'm in this Bentley Bentayga. You heard me? I'm in this Bentley Bentayga right here. Look at me, girl. Get the chicken heads looking at me. Get the chickens flocking. You know what I mean? For a whole 24 hours. For a whole 24 hours, man. That's how it is in Miami when I go out there. Everybody got Bentleys and all that type of stuff and Ferraris and everything. And it's so common out there, nobody even stare at you. You would think, oh, look at me, I got the car. Let me see if anybody check it. Ain't nobody checking for you. It's just normal out there for people renting cars. But if I was into cars like that, I just wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind renting them just to drive them, like that. But as far as flossing, no. But yeah, renting cars out there is a really big thing. And rent everything you can rent. You can rent jewelry too. Yep, it gets like that. You can rent jewelry, cars, Airbnb. You said no. We operate 2 barbecue shops in town. Oh, nice, nice, entrepreneur, nice. I bet them barbecue shops is the bomb, ain't it? If I'm out in Texas, I'm gonna have to hit you up. I'm actually supposed to be out in Texas in July, but it don't seem like it's gonna happen. I'm supposed to be out there I'm supposed to be in Houston, either there or Dallas. I'm supposed to be in Dallas in July, but we'll see. We'll see. You said now men can be fake too. Oh yeah. Oh look, my barber. I don't go to the bar no because I just cut my hair down, myself. He make my barber is damn near like my barber's making so much money. Let's say if you got bald head, you ain't got no hair growing, right? He can get you some waves. And I said, what? Because he hit me up. He know I wasn't gonna take it, right? He said, yo, I can get you some waves, right? I said, what are you talking about? My hair is bald. I'm not balding or anything, but I just shaved my joint. He said, no, I could get you right. And I said, what are you supposed to do? He said, I could get the piece for you. I said, the hair piece? He said, yeah. And it'll look like it's your hair. So I'm like, yeah. But I said, do a lot of people doing it? He said, bro, I only go by appointments now. He said, I'm working like 10 hours a day almost. Like he sold out. You say you trying to cop that blind man piece. Oh Lord. Yo, people are doing that. People are doing I didn't know it's a real big thing now. Listen, you could fake it until you make it out here now. You hear me? You say come through Midland, Texas. Just move back from okay, Midland, Texas. I'm gonna have to if I do, I'm gonna have to make sure I hit you up first. Come out there and do a review on y'all barbecue. Nah, probably no. I don't think he endorsed hair growth products. I think he got his hair treated too, if I'm not mistaken. He had some hair follicle surgery. That's what people do. Now I can see the hair follicle surgery because that's your hair, so you don't have to worry, right? That's your hair. But I'm talking about these man pieces that people are getting. I didn't know it was a thing. My barber is out here riding a Mercedes now. He making so much money. And he wanted to do a skit with me. He said, since you do YouTube and all that, let's do a skit where I put a hairpiece on you so people could laugh. I was gonna do it. See, now I gave it away. I was gonna do it on my other channel. I was gonna do a whole vlog of me getting a hairpiece. And so y'all could sit up there and laugh. And then he told me people are getting fake beards too, man. When he told me all that, I said, how do they do that? They put glue on your face? Like, how does that work? But believe me, people are doing it. Getting extensions on their beard, make their beard a little bit more fuller, everything. I guess if women can get extensions, we can too, right? But they killing it. Dude, I might do it. I might do it, yo. But look, I'm gonna have to do something extreme though. I can't just get waves. I gotta get dreads, yo. I gotta get out some long dreads. You know, I used to have long dreads back in the day, but this was my hair. Hold on, let me show you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the picture? This was my hair. That was really my hair. And it took me about 11, 12 years to get it. You know what I'm saying? That was like 11 or 12 years worth of growth. But he told me he could get me that look back in 24 hours, yo. So listen, see, you guys, I might tell y'all what I'm about to do, right? I had a whole skit lined up. Like I was supposed to go back to LA. And next time I'm gonna go with locks. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, y'all see how my hair is now. My hair is just bald, right? And the next thing you know, what I had planned to do was just go live, right? And not say nothing to y'all. Just go live. I know y'all would say something. Somebody would just like, damn, this dude went up here and got a hairpiece. My barber high as hell. He said $45 for a cut, another 15 for beard plus dye, plus 25 tip. Yeah, man. That's how my barber is. It's 45. It's about his cut. Let me see. It's about 45 for the cut. And if you want because you know how I do, I put beard in my dye. I ain't even lying to y'all. See, that's one thing that I be faking the funk on. I do put beard in my dye, yo. I mean, I do put dye in my beard because I said I got my hair is gray. You think prime is gray? Dude, my joint is it's not all gray, but it's in the front gray. And it makes my beard look dull. Like I don't have that type of gray where it looks dull. Like I can't get it to look shiny. So I got to treat it, man. I got to treat it. I got that Just for Men right over here, yo. I should have a sponsorship for Just for Men. Every time I go on my trip, I treat my hair. You said breaking news, Diddy being sued again. Well, who he being sued by now? Let's see. He being sued by model legend. Oh Lord. Boy, that man ain't gonna have no more money after this all said and done. You said mine is white. I just stopped with the dye. But see, is yours white? But see, here's the thing: is yours dull though? Yours might be white, but it ain't dull. My beard is dull because like my hair is it's like sandy brown, and I got the gray in the front, and it just looked dull. So I have to dye it. If I'm gonna keep this beard, I'm gonna have to dye it because I can see if all my joint was white, but it's not. So I got to get the Just for Men, man. Just for Men. What I was gonna do the skit with the hairpiece because he was like, "Yo, I could make you really look like you got dreads, man." Dude, $85 a cut. If you got the barber, if you get your barber, if you got a mobile barber and the barber got to come to your house, yeah, it's over $85. That's nothing. You're looking at over $100 if the barber come to your house. So that's how it is now. I mean, the prices went up. It's $100 or more for them to come to your house, and don't put dye in your hair. It's gonna be even more. But yeah, some of these hair pieces be looking authentic though. Yeah, my hairline already pushed back. I don't need nobody to push my hairline back. I had locks for so long, and I kept them in a ponytail. My hairline is non-existent, man. And then part of my hairline don't grow because I had an accident. So the only thing I could do is sit up here and bald it. That's pretty much it. I'm not one of them type of people to hold on to my hair, man. You said people, no, I know people rent exotic cars in all major cities, but I didn't realize that was like, I know Miami do it, like, because I see people rent exotics in Miami all the time, but I don't know, man. You said, do I think Prime getting a Texas Tech game? Oh, yeah. You mean at the stadium? I heard they might be playing at that stadium. I heard so. I think they might play at that stadium. I don't see why not. If they can get the ticket sales right, I mean, and people sell it out, I think they would play there. I was expecting them to play there. Maybe they haven't decided yet. You said that some people collect cars like art. Yeah, that I could tell because some cars, if you collect them, they go up in value after a certain time. Like they have to buy cars. You remember how they were talking about Shador buy all these cars? He got to because he got to save in his taxes. Because when he buy cars and stuff, that's a part of his image. So he can write that off in his taxes every year. Okay. So he got to buy something. When you make some money, you got to buy, for your taxes. So when you see people buy all these multiple cars, like Floyd Mayweather, they have to do that to get some of their taxes back because that's considered their image. If y'all know, y'all know that. You got to buy a car. You got to do something to get that money back. You said with his bread, every little 10 to 15K, he buy a 3-bedroom mobile home, fix it up, and get at least $1,000 a month. I like that move right there. I like that right there. Your barber, after a while, he ain't got to work no more. You say you shave your hair. You said it was costing you a fortune trying to maintain it. What did you have, Chrissy? You had locks, or you had a pompadour? Like, what is that? Your picture right there? Why is it costing you a fortune to maintain it? Man, your barber must have been expensive. These barbers are expensive. He said he needs to go to Sotheby's auto auction. They have all the car. Right. I mean, he do what he do to, for his image. You know what I'm saying? He buy the cars and he writes it off in his taxes. And then the next season he gets some new cars. That's how it works. That's why they buy the jury and all that stuff. A lot of that stuff is for taxes. Because Shador, he has an image, to uphold. So he could say that on his taxes to save money. And they buy art too, that different things like that. Hey, shoot the shit. He D Squared one name of the barbecue restaurant. Yeah, marketing budget. It's a lot that they got to consider when they get this money. Marketing budget, and he got to pay us for his show, for his chef. He got to have a chef. There's a lot of these guys, to maintain their diet, they have to, they have to pay a chef, different stuff like that. So Colorado playing at the Kansas at the Chiefs Stadium. I heard that too. That's going to be a good look. I can't wait to see that game. But yeah, so when you see him buy these cars and stuff, they have to. They got to. You got to do it. But yeah, man, these barbers are expensive, man. He said if you got the bread, consider being a hard money lender on the side, lending to people with great assets. They need short-term loan. Yeah, that's you talking advanced now. That's that advanced game. Man, I should start a business, but everybody got the credit business on lock. I'm a low-key credit expert, like low-key. I helped my friend out here recently. she was talking about her credit was bad, and I pulled her report. I said, "Your credit is not bad. You just ain't got no credit. Your credit's not bad. You just ain't got no credit." So that's kind of like having bad credit. She ain't had no credit. I bet you she have it now. She got credit. But yeah, she didn't have anything, not one credit card, not nothing. I'm like, you don't even got a college credit card when you were in college? You're like, no. So yeah, D squared demand weaves. I was gonna do a whole video on it. See how his hair look? I was gonna get that. I would try to see how long it would take, how many seconds it would take for somebody to call me out. It wouldn't take y'all long at all. See, well, first y'all be joking amongst yourselves. Like, I can't believe Max got a man weave, yo. He straight up got a man weave on us. Yeah, they make bank D squared. Of course they do. Yeah, they make bank all day long, man. Man, it's like he putting that ball right accurately on the money too. It's that ball is all on the money. Good work they putting on out there. Good work. But yeah, man, they barbers are getting paid out here, man. You want some dye in your hair? Be ready to pay over $100. And if you got a beard too, you got to shape up the beard. That's $100. You said you had to buy shampoo for your hair and buy all the curls and maintain and defining creams. You had to go to women's salons to trim your hair. Oh, I believe it. I bet you spent over. Let me think. Let me see how much you probably spent for all that. About $100. I don't know, like a couple of $100. Then you had to spend over a couple of $100, Chrissy. You were not getting out of there without a couple $100 spent. You said braids and locks and stalls or nothing. Oh yeah, you go to the wrong barber, they'll push you back. Yeah, Chrissy, you probably spend over a couple of $100 for your hair. Because what you just said right there, that's a lot. Defining creams plus you had to go to women. So yeah. Yeah, they were getting rich off you, Chris. They getting rich off you, Chris. So you wind up cutting your hair, Chris, or what do you wind up doing? What's up, Slap? What you been up to, Slap? Haven't seen you in a while. Slap, I'm gonna get me a man weave. I'm gonna have locks on y'all. I'm gonna get my locks back. Yeah, but the only problem is you got to maintain it, Slap. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to maintain it. I wind up taking it out. Probably, I mean, I could see if I already had hair, I could get extensions put on it until my hair grows out. I could do that, but I don't have no hair. Yeah, that's too much money. Like, but if you're in the entertainment, you know who I didn't know had a hairpiece all this time? Steve Harvey, man. You know that fro he had? That was a hairpiece. Didn't even know it. I knew his afro looked too perfect. But yeah, that was a hairpiece he had all this time. Yep, he had a hairpiece all this time. I mean, he had a really good barber though, because I couldn't tell. But anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably be on earlier. Probably get on earlier tomorrow. Um, but yeah, man, ticket sales are up. If y'all don't know, the season tickets sold out for this year. Julian Lewis, the 5-star quarterback, is set to visit. You know, there was talks of him going to USC, but he backed off. But even though he is going for another visit to USC, but I think Colorado is heavily on his list. So look out for him. And these guys will be a back off break after the holiday. So practice will be up again. So yeah, man, it's moving, moving right along. Oh, Auburn is supposed to be in the running too. Yeah, there's quite a couple other schools, but you said Max don't get the weave. It's as bad as Willie going. Oh, speaking of that, Chanel, he going to a nice spot. Where is Willie going? Where did he say he was going to, Chanel? Where did he say he was going to? Damn, I can't think of the name of the school right now. Yeah, he going to a nice spot. Nice spot, Willie. Yeah, remember I said USC? You said, but SC still has the quarterback whisper. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Yeah, they gonna try to offer him some money. I don't know. See, you might have some money there to spend, you know. They're like, listen, we'll give you about $1 million, 300,000, something like that. But we'll see. We'll definitely see where he's going. But yeah, Chanel, I get the weed. That'll look all bad. Because y'all would say, I know y'all would say something right away. No, I think y'all will laugh amongst yourselves at first. And then, you know, Peter will come on, or somebody will say something. Like, damn, Max, you down bad, man. You said, Max, you got what is it? An oxtail cheeseburger from Mama Sheen's if you ever in Philly. I'm supposed to drive past. Well, no. I'm supposed to come back to Philly week after next because I'm going up to New York. And I always stop by Philly to get me something to eat. Hold up, Chris E, you be over there too? You be over there too? Damn, that's right. You do be over there. You follow me over there. I might do something over there late night tonight. So yes, find me. You do, Chris. They locked up the bishop, man. The bishop gone. Dude, they locked up the bishop, man. He gone, man. That's the end of him. Where let me see. Mama Sheen's. Let me write that down. Let me put that in my phone so I won't forget. Mama Sheen's. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up. Mama Sheen's, Philly. Is that an old spot? Has it been there? I haven't never heard of it. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to check it out now that you said it. You said Shador's on a mission. I know he cut his hair, Chris. You said, Max, did you go to Los Angeles? What city? Los Angeles. I was only out there for about 5 days, so I wasn't out there as long as I wanted to be, but you said, why do you think Shador cut his hair? I don't know. He don't want to worry about his hair no more. He worried about football. He ain't worried about his hair. He taking it old school again. Yep. And also his hair, it's a lot to maintain because he probably had to get his hair done every week, and that gets tiresome. It really does. Because he's in the camera and stuff. He got to make sure his hair is done. So he got to sit there and to braid his hair. It takes about a few hours. So I wouldn't want them braids no more either. If it got to, it's a lot to maintain. So I mean, because you got to sit there and let somebody braid your hair for like 2 hours. That, so and he's constantly on the go. So it's a lot to maintain. But guys, let me get out of here. I'll catch y'all later. I might go live on the Max V channel, but catch me over there if there's some type of chase going on or something. You'll see me over there later. But guys, I'm gonna catch you later before my voice go back out. Yeah, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be safe out there. All right, y'all.